There we go. Okay. Hello, Warriors. Coach here. How's everyone doing? I want to start off with the NASDAQ 100, and then we'll get to the relentless dollar rally that's taking the cable down to new lows, breaking down. I want to start off because we covered this during the week. And, you know, I've heard a lot of people poo-poo the RSI oscillator because they're using it wrong. They're using it just to know that a market's overbought, oversold, and, you know, just like price charts, it's not if you're overbought, oversold, it's compared to what. Okay, so you're always comparing it. And I talked about this all last week in the recovery, that we had the confirmed low there. Everyone see that? Okay, so it was well below 20. And one of the ways I use RSI, and you may want to consider it, there's a lot of information in the fact that a market confirms with momentum price. And, you know, this is a business of probabilities. Okay, this is a business with probability, about probabilities. So what I've learned over the course of time is that when a market's declining to a new low and momentum makes a new low with it, it equals a confirmed low. You can get rallies off of that weakened position of the RSI, but that low is usually not the low, it's just a low. So what's your information? So you know that you had a confirmed low and the market begins to rally, and then you put all your other tools to work knowing there's a decent probability this low will be tested, taken out because it was a confirmed low. So anytime you have confirmed lows or confirmed highs, it should give you your bias for another move in that direction. And you use your other tools like fibs or moving averages or formations with a trend line to give you ideas of entries, all with the goal of the fact that you believe this low will be tested and taken out because it was confirmed. If you're with me on that, give me a Y. Everyone who's in the room, if you can hear me or see the stream in the room. Okay, if not, you could see it on YouTube. I'm not there. Okay, so do you get that when you have a confirmed low or high? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Having a good month this week. Okay, so that's where I wanted to start. Okay, was you know, when we rallied up here, you know, NASDAQ Sunday night took out the 61.8 level just briefly. So, you know, good morning, Doug, how are you? DGP, how are you? Okay, so, you know, we may try and hold here and rally, but look how weak this is. I mean, this was a pretty good rally, right? 61.8 back. And now look at this. And we do have some divergence, but it's under 30. So I don't look at them as being really that the market's diverging for any, you know, great reason for me to start looking to reverse until we start holding above 30 while making new lows. Everyone with me on that too? I'm teaching today, not just giving you analysis, and I'm willing to teach what I've learned. I'll lay it all out there for you. All you have to do is come into the room and ask questions. Okay, because you know I'm not going to be around forever. So these videos are going to become more valuable. Maybe it'll be an NFT, my live streams. Someone will make a live stream NFT for me, about me, you know, after I've gone to the next level and become a millionaire off my struggles. Anyway, okay. So I just wanted to show this, and we could get a bounce. But I don't need these fibs anymore. It makes my charts look busy. So let me get rid of them. You could see that, you know, we made a new low, so these fibs don't matter anymore. Now the fibs that matter dollar making a new high. The fibs that really matter now is this wave, retracements on this wave. So I'll just get rid of the fibs here because I want to show you something. And we're going to break out our telescope. This is a 2-hour chart. So there go the fibs. So here's a daily. Looks like Wile E. Coyote. This can be a very important area in the NASDAQ, this 14.5 level, because it was a megaphone line and it's also a wedge line. And they're both intersecting right around this 14.4, 14.5 level. And then underneath this is the 200-day moving average, which I think will be tested here. But one step at a time, we have to take this out. But I wanted to show you what kind of week we're getting, because we took out last week's high Sunday night, and we took out last week's low. I just showed it to you, right? You have an outside week candle there. Okay, you see that? It's a pretty ugly candle. After trying to reverse, see the prior week's candle? So people went home thinking things were still okay. And anyway, here's my notes for Pinkert blue speed line that projects eventually there's a possibility if we start taking out major support levels in the coming days and weeks to maybe see 11,000 in NASDAQ, what, about 30% hit. I don't know what would cause it, you know, what the reporters will say the reason is. It's most likely yields. You know, tech doesn't really like higher yields, and you know, we have broken out over, you know, 148, 150. It's not putting in such a great day here, but it's going to be pretty important for it to maybe hold this 140 level. They may give a look of some type of false breakout here over 148, but you know, you look at the weekly and you know, I could see how bears could say it's a failing rally. Maybe we get a pullback or so for a week. And you know, if we really do have a stock crash, this could be an important high. So I've been neutral here. I know a lot of people looking for this by year end, 2%. I could see that happening too. The only conflict is going to be if we really unwind and have a risk off event. And who knows what to do with interest rates if there really is a technical default on the debt ceiling. So I don't have a high conviction of it. I'd like higher rates because that kind of feeds into my bearishness on large cap tech, which really took it on the chin yesterday. And you guys remember I was talking about Apple. Oh, before I leave this, I wanted to show the monthly chart because it's not only the end of the week, it's the end of the month, right? So I just want to show the monthly looks pretty good in the 10-year. But look at the monthly that we have here on NASDAQ. Okay. We took out last month's high, last month's low, and we're, you know, we have 1 day left. It's a pretty negative week that we have there. So that's a big signal, a big monthly signal. The 2-month off number was 14,979. My goodness, we even have a 2-month reversal. If we close under 979, which is 150 pips from here by tomorrow. So not only an outside week, but also a 2-month reversal, 2-week reversal. You know, if you feel late on this move because you're looking at a 15-minute chart, it's really, if you look at a daily, could be just beginning. And here's my notes for Pinkert blue speed line that I share with only, you know, people who watch me. Anyone that'll watch me, I'll share this with you. It's so, you know, high, you know, it's classified. It's a secret. Anyway, you guys want to know what the secret to trading is? Anyone know? I'll sell you the secret for $9.99.99. Okay, here it is. Wire it to me. The secret is there is no secret. It's just learning how to control your emotions. How about that? Learning to live through adversity. Putting in the time. Putting in the time, not being lazy. So that's a secret. And living through adversity, because everyone's going to have drawdowns and go through periods where they lose money. And if that scares you, all of that, do something else. Okay? That's my that's my advice. Okay, so I think we have the NASDAQ covered. You know, I was talking about it up here. You know, we just keep getting confirming signals and showed you the 61.8% retrace. So there were several different reasons, and I drew this trend line and showed we broke it on Monday. So even if you sold it Monday where you're really late, you may look back and say that, you know, 14.9 is not late either, even though we're already down 800 points from there. So let's get to, you know, we are on FX Street, so let's talk currencies. Euro was tough yesterday, but it sure gave up the ghost today. I don't really see much divergence or any reason for me to be in a hurry. See, we have confirmed highs, lows, I mean, so not that I have to be in a hurry to buy this. Almost looks like it's, you know, pretty good breakdown under 1670. My long-term buy point for, and I've been talking about this for a while, off this line, it's probably a monthly line, but down here around the, you know, 112.65 to 1330 level. 113 is going to be a level I'll be interested in the euro. Probably will be trading 96 in the Dixie by then. We also had a breakdown in cable. Really, the breakdown was 36. It measures 130. If you just take it from 136 to 42, breakdown under 36 equals, you know, towards this, maybe this 200 week moving average right here. It's under the 50-week moving average. Hard to say anything good about cable except it's oversold. I think you can sell any pop back to, you know, 36 in the coming days and, you know, be wrong maybe over 138, where I think we're going to at least this 2.618 retrace level. The yen keeps going. You know, I know a lot of people are looking to short it. I'm going to wait for the weekly third drive channel to see how we act up here at about 112.5. That might be a shorting attempt maybe by then if the market's really rolling to the downside, that up from up here yields a drop and US dollar yen can pull back from this 3-drive formation here. CAD has been pretty weak. With as strong as the dollar is, it's pretty weak. Almost looks to me like you know, maybe it's going to form some type of head and shoulders formation. I thought at one time we'd make a move to for a third drive up here at 131, but this isn't much of a bounce. I mean, look how far we are under last week's low with the dollar making new highs. So I'd classify this as a big laggard on the dollar pairs, and the yen being the leader, Swiss coming in second, and Canada bringing up the rear. So that's my diagnosis on the dollar pairs with the dollar making new highs. Want to touch on the precious metals before we go. I'll be considering long positions in the gold, Once the yen gets out, you say another 100 pips in the yen. I want to see where gold is at. Look how much weaker we're getting our new lows in silver. It really does look ugly, all the people. Where's Reddit? I thought Reddit was going to take silver to $100. You guys better get your orders in, and not GMO, not get me out. Reddit guys, where's you thought you could squeeze a global commodity market and you could have more muscle in the silver than JP Morgan, who stacks silver to the height of the Empire State Building. Anyway, silver looks pretty ugly. You know what would be an ideal area where I'm going to be very interested in silver is going to be down here around 19 bucks. I wonder if we could get there. So silver being more of an industrial metal, gold more of a monetary metal. Look at this gold silver ratio. It's just exploding today. So that's not over. Maybe it's a third drive, but gold silver ratio looking good. And let's just take a look at some of the stocks that were leading the way that gave up leadership. And I'm talking about mega cap tech. So Apple's recovering today. Trying to hold the 140 level. And maybe we could rally back to 148 again. It's possible, or we could just gap it and break down under 140. But I was talking about Apple up here because here's take a picture of the classic 3 drives to a top. I think the highs are in Apple. I know there are some people talking about 165. I think we'll trade under 3 figures before it's over. Here's Tesla, still grinding. If you have an opinion, you're just bullish Tesla because of, what's his name? Elon. He's done nothing wrong. Kind of put in a lousy day in Amazon. There still are some people saying we could rally here and try and fill the gap, but maybe we're just going to accelerate from here. And what really took it on the chin was what really helped during the blow off. Look at Microsoft. It's actually left an island up here. And this was my lesson on stop hunts, and where I teach people not to put their stop right above a swing high. And the swing high here was 305.65. And then on this candle, it never did make a new high. Is this one? I thought that it made a new high. Never did. So your 1 pip. What was this high again? 305.84. Okay. I had a platform that showed that we just took out this by a tick. So if if you had your stops here, I guess you were safe. Would have been a tough close to take home, but we're starting to gap down. We gap down. The market's bouncing. What's wrong with Microsoft? Maybe we're heading here. Here's Google. Had a pretty negative day. It's back under the 50-day. Why can't we see the 200? Here's Netflix. It's been kind of a monster. This one looks like it has a chance to make a new high because of why? What kind of high is that? DPG, what kind of high is that? Brooke? Anyone out there? Want to text it in? You don't know? Well, I just showed you what a confirmed low is. So this is a confirmed high, right? New high, a high for the move, confirmed by momentum is a confirmed high. There you go. See, now you know. So if we make a new high here in Netflix, the RSI, I don't think will surpass this. It'd be bearish. It'd be your first divergence up there. You don't have any right now. So Netflix has really been the strain. Facebook has broken down. It's a broken stock. Could we rally back to here? Sure, but it sure looks like the high's in. There's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, actually peaked over 2 weeks ago. So those are the, that's what everyone's been moving into. As rates went down, they moved back into those stocks. So they all still look heavy to me. So that's going to be a wrap for today. And tomorrow we have Adam Button with us from Forex Live. I know, Adam's rep precedes him coming in here. Every month, Adam's been coming in and talking about seasonal influences in the market and what the expectations are for October. So make sure you're here. And if you're here when we're live and you want to ask Adam a question, just type it right here on the platform, and I'll definitely forward the question. I'll ask him what you want to know if you have any. So our mission here, I hope we're adding value to what you're trying to accomplish as a trader, because our mission is to build up and edify traders every day. Don't forget, don't just count your pips, count your blessings, and see everyone tomorrow for my conversation with Adam Button on TradeGateHub.com. Adios.